GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Saratoga Springs. Tonight we'll break down the weather alerts from the NY Weather Office, celebrate Military Appreciation Day at the racecourse, and preview the inaugural half marathon slated for September 20. Traffic's clear and the chamber highlights Spa City car rental. Over to you, Diana.
Did you see the GMNA gift shop, Marcus? It's officially open at shop.gmna.ca, but the entire mug selection is just 2 mugs, tiny treasure trove.
I'm impressed. 2 mugs and a handful of apparel, all powered by Quickie.com, proving you don't need a warehouse to sell a smile.
With just 2 mugs, we're practically curators of exclusivity, plus the promise of new designs arriving soon, so the shelf will finally need a neighbor.
It's a tiny shop with big heart, and we've got plenty more tonight. Lots to get to, so let's begin right now. Here are our top stories. Today's weather office has issued multiple warnings, watches and advisories across the New York City region as hazardous conditions develop. Authorities have issued warnings throughout Thursday. Owen Prescott has the full story.
Across the 5 boroughs, the National Weather Service Office has issued a range of warnings, watches and advisories for Thursday, August 27. The alerts address hazardous conditions that could affect outdoor activities, travel, and public safety throughout the city. Authorities have activated the alert system, sending notifications through radio, television, and mobile channels to reach residents. Local schools, municipal services, and transit operators have been briefed, and officials advise people to secure objects and stay indoors if conditions deteriorate. Residents are urged to monitor local updates as the day progresses. Emergency managers are working with city agencies to track developing weather impacts and to provide timely information to the public. The Weather Office will continue to assess the situation and may adjust the advisories. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Saratoga Springs.
Today's Military Appreciation Day at Saratoga Racecourse will shine a spotlight on veterans and active duty service members. The New York Racing Association is hosting its annual tribute this afternoon, offering free admission for uniformed personnel and their families. Attendees can expect a special pre-race ceremony, patriotic music, and a salute from the track's announcer before the first post-time run. Local military units will march onto the grandstand, and a representative from the Department of Veterans Affairs will present a commemorative plaque to the NYRA board. Food vendors will feature discounts for service members, and a portion of ticket proceeds will support the Saratoga Veterans Outreach Fund. The event runs through the evening, concluding with a fireworks display over the grandstand at night, underscoring the community's gratitude for those who serve.
The I Run Saratoga organization unveiled plans for the city's first half marathon, set to roll through Congress Park and downtown on Sunday, September 20th at 8. Runners will cover 13.1 miles of scenic streets, park trails, and historic avenues, marking a new chapter for the Spa City's fitness scene. Officials say the race aims to revive a half-marathon tradition and encourage healthy activity among residents and visitors alike. The course will start near the historic Mineral Spring Kiosk, wind past the Saratoga Performing Arts Center, loop through the leafy pathways of Congress Park, then finish back at the park's main entrance. Race registration opened last month and spots are filling quickly, with local running clubs already fielding teams. The event promises to draw participants from across the capital region, adding another marquee weekend attraction as the summer racing season winds down.
Confluence Chocolate is opening its Ballston Spa warehouse to a bean-to-bar demonstration, highlighting small batch chocolate craftsmanship and local production. Bridget Halloran has the full story.
Inside the brick-clad warehouse on the outskirts of Ballston Spa, Chris Tomczyk of Confluence Chocolate is guiding a small group through a hands-on bean-to-bar demonstration. The space hums with the sound of mixers and the scent of roasted cacao beans, as Tomczyk explains each step from roasting to grinding, conching, and tempering. He points out the modest batch sizes that allow careful monitoring of temperature and texture, emphasizing the artisanal focus of his operation. Visitors watch as glossy sheets of chocolate are poured onto cooling tables, then broken into shards for tasting. The showcase aims to give the community a clear view of the craft behind every bar that leaves the warehouse. Bridget Halloran, GMNA News, Ballston Spa.
Yesterday, the Roy McDonald Veterans Fishing Park opened its gates on the Wilton waterfront, offering the first dedicated angling space for the area's veterans and families. The new park features accessible piers, shaded benches, and a modest boat launch, all designed to meet the needs of both seasoned fishers and newcomers. City officials cut the ribbon alongside representatives from the local Veterans Service, highlighting the project's dual purpose of recreation and tribute. The site, built on former municipal land, includes interpretive signage that honors service members from the region. Early visitors reported calm waters and plentiful trout, making the opening a promising start for summer outings. The park's management plans regular community events, including veteran-focused workshops and seasonal fishing tournaments, aiming to keep the waterfront a vibrant gathering place for residents and visitors alike. Coming up, we'll celebrate the YMCA's 160-year milestone with a time capsule ceremony, plus more local highlights. We will be right back.
Thinking about selling online, most people give up long before they ever get a store open. Quickie.com changes that. Pick a template, add your products, and you are open for business. $10 a month, that is the whole price, no setup fees, and no cut of your sales. And there is the 10 on 10 guarantee. If you are not live in 10 minutes, your first month is on us. Mugs, apparel, crafts, coffee, if you can photograph it, you can sell it. Visit quickie.com and open your store today. 10 minutes from now, you could be in business. I'm Tessa from GMNA Studios. Welcome back. Yesterday, the Saratoga Regional YMCA celebrated its 160-year milestone with a heartfelt time capsule ceremony in downtown Saratoga Springs. Over 300 longtime members, staff, and local families gathered at the historic gymnasium, where a bronze box filled with photographs, letters, and memorabilia was sealed for future generations. YMCA Director Karen Mitchell spoke about the organization's roots dating back to the 19th century and highlighted plans to mark its 200th anniversary in the year 2066. The capsule, intended to be opened a century from now, will offer a snapshot of community life as the city continues to grow around its beloved spa heritage. Attendees enjoyed live music, a ribbon cutting, and a brief showcase of the YMCA's evolution from a modest neighborhood hub to a cornerstone of health, youth, and social programs across the region.
Yesterday, the Salvation Army held a back-to-school expo at the Saratoga Racecourse, handing out free school supplies to help local families prepare for the upcoming school year. Talia Whitcomb has the full story.
At the Saratoga Racecourse, the Salvation Army has opened a back-to-school expo, laying out tables of free school supplies for families preparing for the upcoming term. Volunteers are guiding parents through aisles of backpacks, notebooks, pencils, and other essentials, all provided at no cost. The event, scheduled for August 26, draws local residents seeking support as children head back to class. Organizers say the goal is simply to help families in the community get ready for the school year, and the atmosphere is busy but friendly as people browse the offerings. The expo runs throughout the day, with staff on hand to answer questions and distribute items. Talia Whitcomb, GMNA News, Saratoga Racecourse.
The City Council unveiled a package of zoning amendments aimed at creating mixed-use districts across Saratoga Springs. Officials say the proposal would allow residential units to sit above ground-floor retail and office space, while setting aside a share of new construction for affordable housing. Planners argue the changes are intended to broaden the range of housing choices and spark more vibrant, walkable neighborhoods. The measure is part of a broader city-wide planning initiative that has been under review for months. Council members will hear public comments at a series of hearings scheduled through the summer, and a final vote is expected before the end of the year. Supporters hope the reforms will draw investment and ease the pressure on the rental market, while opponents warn of potential strain on infrastructure.
The Ballston Spa Central School District has rolled out a new series of adult fitness programs, kicking off the school year and running through the 2026-2027 calendar. Open to any resident with no prior experience required, the classes range from low-impact cardio to gentle yoga, all held in district gymnasiums and community rooms. District officials say the initiative aims to boost health, add a dose of fun, and bring neighbors together outside of school hours. Spots fill quickly, but enrollment remains open as the program continues throughout the season. Participants can sign up online or at the district office, and each session is led by certified instructors. The effort joins a growing push across the capital region to make wellness accessible for adults of all ages.
Greg Montgomery will sign the 2026 Travers Stakes poster titled, Giving Thanks, Sunday, August 30th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Impressions of Saratoga, Saratoga Springs. Russ Tedeschi has the full story.
Greg Montgomery is on hand at Impressions of Saratoga for the annual signing of the 2026 Travers poster titled Giving Thanks. The event runs Sunday, August 30th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., inviting fans to meet the local artist and see the new artwork that celebrates the Travers Stakes. Attendees can watch Montgomery autograph each poster, snap photos, and pick up copies. The gathering ties the town's horse racing heritage to the community's creative scene, offering a snapshot of the tradition that draws crowds each year. The venue, tucked in the heart of Saratoga, expects a steady stream of visitors throughout the 2-hour window. Russ Tedeschi, GMNA News, Saratoga.
Now let's turn to the forecast and see what tonight's weather has in store coming up.
A deep southwest jet is dragging cooler air, setting the stage for late evening showers across the Capital District. The all-time high for August 27 in Saratoga Springs sits at 83 degrees, set in 2024 during a lingering heat wave that pushed daily maxima into the low 80s for a week. The record low is 47 degrees, recorded in 2020, when an early autumn cold snap slipped southward behind a fast-moving trough. Normal highs hover around 76 degrees and lows near 54, so both extremes sit well outside the climatological envelope for this date. Those records remind us how quickly the jet stream can flip the thermal balance in the northeast. The live radar shows a band of moderate rain moving northeast across the western valleys, just beginning to brush the eastern fringe of the Adirondack foothills. At 10 p.m. the core will reach Saratoga Springs, intensifying for about 15 minutes before tapering off. By midnight, the system drifts eastward into the Lake Champlain corridor, leaving the city dry. The pattern reflects the southwest, jet steering moist air aloft, and the atmosphere remains otherwise quiet. At 6 p.m., the sky is mostly cloudy with a temperature of 77 degrees and humidity 75%. A low-pressure area is falling, allowing the southwest jet at 59 miles per hour to inject cooler, drier air aloft, which will keep temperatures from climbing further after sunset. Winds are 8 miles per hour from the south, gusting up to 17 miles per hour, so a brief breeze will be felt. UV index 5 reflects moderate solar intensity despite the clouds. No precipitation is expected tonight, and the night low will dip to 59 degrees under clear skies. There are no active weather alerts, so outdoor plans can proceed without restriction. Friday brings a clear sky and a high near 77 degrees with a low around 54, as high pressure builds from the west. Saturday remains dry, cooling slightly to a high of 75 and a low of 52 under continued west-northwest flow. Sunday turns overcast. Clouds hold the temperature at 79 while the low holds at 59, a modest nighttime rebound thanks to lingering moisture. Monday's overcast pattern persists, and a 40% chance of rain arrives with a high of 79 and a low of 66 as the jet dips southward. Tuesday shifts to a rainy regime with a high of 84, low of 66, and a 65% rain probability, marking the wettest spell of the period. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.
Stay tuned for today's clear traffic, the Yankees sequence and birthday, plus a spotlight on Spa City car rental. We will be right back.
Thinking about selling online, most people give up long before they ever get a store open. Quickie.com changes that. Pick a template, add your products, and you are open for business. $10 a month, that is the whole price, no setup fees, and no cut of your sales. And there is the 10 on 10 guarantee. If you are not live in 10 minutes, your first month is on us. Mugs, apparel, crafts, coffee, if you can photograph it, you can sell it. Visit quickie.com and open your store today. 10 minutes from now, you could be in business. I'm Tessa from GMNA Studios. I-87 is moving freely from the northwest entrance through the Saratoga County line, and the stretch of US Route 9 through downtown remains clear. The east-west connector on Route 50 shows no slowdowns, and Saratoga Lake Road is flowing smoothly toward the lakefront. On the local grid, Broadway, Main Street, and the downtown one-way loop are all running at normal speed, with no reported accidents or construction. With the overall picture clear, commuters can expect a steady ride through the midday rush. Traffic should stay light on the interstate and on the main arterials, though a modest increase in vehicles is typical near the university and the downtown shopping district after lunch. Transit continues on schedule, with the city bus lines running their regular routes and no service interruptions reported. Keep an eye on the usual school zone timings in the afternoon, but for now, the roads are open and the commute looks smooth.
TLC Salt and Peppa are taking the stage tonight at the Saratoga Performing Arts Center, joined by En Vogue for a 3-hour throwback party you won't want to miss. If you're looking for a calmer vibe, the Thursday yoga class rolls out at Roosevelt Baths and Spa, welcoming all levels to stretch and unwind in the historic spa setting. It's a quick midday reset before the concert. Looking ahead, country star Luke Bryan will fire up the SPAC this Saturday at 7:30, promising a night of big hit sing-alongs and surprise guests. He'll spin his biggest hits and debut a fresh track. And later Saturday morning, the Saratoga Bridges Traverse Day kicks off at the Saratoga Racecourse at 11:30, a charity rally with a buffet, cocktails, and a post-parade program that supports our local bridges. Funds help preserve the arches that define our skyline. Whether you're dancing, breathing, or giving back, the week's lineup keeps the Saratoga spirit alive. And now here's James with sports.
Summer heat fuels fierce battles across baseball, football, and the track at Saratoga. The Yankees' bullpen unraveled in the Tuesday night series opener against the Astros, surrendering a 9-7 lead. Yet the relief corps remains a summer bright spot, with closer David Bednar showcasing his strikeout ability on August 21st, reinforcing New York's late inning stability. A late surge propelled the Yankees to a 9-3 victory over the Astros on Monday, sparked by clutch hits from Cody Bellinger, Spencer Jones, Jazz Kishom, and a Luis Garcia Jr. Homer in the 8th and 9th. Meanwhile, the Rays blanked Detroit, underscoring the fierce division rivalry. After a thrilling win, the Mets were humbled at Citi Field, falling to a blowout loss against the Brewers with just a single run. Starter Robert Stock struggled, and the offense sputtered despite Francisco Lindor's early defensive play, leaving New York to regroup before the next series. Giants assistant general manager Brandon Brown says head coach John Harbaugh has instilled a merit-based culture, raising the team's floor by rewarding performance over pedigree. The philosophy should tighten the roster competition, giving emerging talent a clearer path to playing time as New York eyes a playoff push. Stay tuned. The weekend promises more drama on every field.
Thanks, James. Spa City Car Rental, nestled on Broadway near the historic downtown district, just steps from the Saratoga Spa State Park, has just opened its doors. Founded in December 2025, this locally owned shop offers residents and visitors a small business alternative for daily and weekend rentals, promising rates that undercut the national chains. By keeping prices affordable, Spa City is giving families, students, and tourists the freedom to explore our vineyards, trails, and racetrack without breaking the bank. It also means a new job source and a boost for nearby cafes that see more foot traffic. In a town that thrives on community spirit, having a homegrown rental service keeps the wheels of Saratoga turning. Up next, a $10 million lottery win shakes the capital region, and a local graduate lands a horse racing scholarship. Stay with us.
Thinking about selling online, most people give up long before they ever get a store open. Quickie.com changes that. Pick a template, add your products, and you are open for business. $10 a month, that is the whole price, no setup fees, and no cut of your sales. And there is the 10 on 10 guarantee. If you are not live in 10 minutes, your first month is on us. Mugs, apparel, crafts, coffee, if you can photograph it, you can sell it. Visit quickie.com and open your store today. 10 minutes from now, you could be in business. I'm Tessa from GMNA Studios. Welcome back. A Capital Region resident claimed the $10 million top prize in the New York Lottery's 300X the Money Scratch-Off game on Wednesday, August 26. Owen Prescott has the full story.
$10 million has just been claimed in the capital region from the New York Lottery's 300x the money scratch-off game. The winning ticket was turned in on Wednesday, August 26th, after the holder matched every number on the card. State officials confirmed the top prize, the highest payout for this series, was awarded to a local resident who presented the ticket at a lottery retailer. The win marks the latest big jackpot in the area, and the lottery office said the prize will be paid out in a single lump sum. Authorities noted the ticket was purchased within the region, but the winner's identity remains private. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Saratoga Springs.
Bryce Chewy, a recent graduate, has been awarded a scholarship from New York Thoroughbred Breeders, Inc. to pursue a career in thoroughbred racing, with the award announced this year in Ballston Spa. Owen Prescott has the full story.
Bryce Chewy, a recent graduate from the local area, accepts a scholarship today from New York Thoroughbred Breeders, Inc. The award is intended to fund his entry into the thoroughbred racing world, covering training, equipment, and travel as he builds a career on the track. Officials explain the grant aims to nurture his talent and give him a foothold in a sport that draws thousands of fans each season. Chewy, who grew up watching horses at nearby tracks, thanked the organization and said he plans to start an apprenticeship with a seasoned trainer later this summer. The ceremony took place on a sunny afternoon outside the historic Ballston Spa train depot, with community members applauding his achievement. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Ballston Spa.
Thank you, Saratoga Springs, for joining us this evening. Tonight's highlight was the Military Appreciation Day, honoring our service members at the Saratoga Racecourse, a reminder of the community's strong spirit. I'm Marcus Dunfield. Tune in tomorrow for more stories that shape our hometown. Have a great night.